Okay, this is how to do the June 2007 paper. First of all, we create an access database, blank database. Then we come in, we look for external data, text file, and we browse to the location. So we find the file we want, J7 stock. We open it. It's important to get this straight. We go first row contains field names, and now we have to click on each field. The unit is the unit price, and this needs to be currency, and the number of sales is an integer, it's a number, and the delivery is type yes, no. And then we finish this. Let access add the primary key, and we finish it. So now we go into the table, and we go to home, we go into design view, and we need to screen capture this. The yes and no one we have to take, and we need to change the format to yes, no. The sales are number, and the currency, we'll set the decimal places to 2 decimal places for the currency. Screen capture this, and that's the end of the first part. Now we're required to go in, we save that, we're required to go in and insert several rows of records, and I'm going to insert a row now just to demonstrate that it works. And as you see, this works. So I enter those rows of data, and they're accepted, and now what I need to do is I need to create queries. So I do create, I'm looking for queries, and I select query design, I add my table, add, close, and then I drag the queries, the items that I need, such as item. I can drag it and drop it, or I can click down here to select whichever item I need. The first query, first report, I have to do company, item, unit, sales, and cost will be calculated. So I need company, item, unit, and sales. Where the company name is try it, so I can just type that in or copy it. Company name needs to be try it, or Digital, so I'm going to copy that in. So I need to say or Digital. I'm going to run this by clicking table view, make sure that I've got this. I'm going to create a new field called cost, which is calculated at runtime, and it's the unit times the sales. So I come over here, and the cell I want it called, the field will be called cost, colon, square bracket, unit, square bracket, star, which means times, square bracket, sales, square bracket. I run this, I have just these companies showing, and I have a new field called cost, which is calculated by multiplying these two. Go back to design view. Okay, I need to sort the data in ascending order according to cost. So I go to the cost field, I go to the sort, ascending, and there it is, 57 pence at the top, as it says here. And now I need to go save this query, so I'm going to close it. I'm going to say save. Yes, I want to save it. I'm going to just do QRY, and I'll call it try it. QRY for query. So now I have a query, shows up here, and now I go back to create, and I'm looking for reports. So I go to the report wizard, reports here, and report wizard is up here, and I base the report on the query. I add all the fields, next, that's fine, and I've already got my sort, this is all fine, portrait. Now the title should be a heading at the top of the page for the report. I'm going to just copy that and paste it straight in there, finish. I now have my report, try it or digital. I have all the data there, sorted according to cost. And I just need to go into the design view over here. So I click on my report, I go to view design, and all I need to do now is click on controls. I'm looking for a label control. I take the label control and I drop it down here. I put my name, center, and candidate number. I can delete this page number, I don't need this. Delete, and this should be on the right hand side. And go back to print preview. And there's my report. If I zoom out, that's all I need. It has my name down here on the bottom, and that's the second part. Now I need a report that shows only company, item, and staff. So let's go to the create. So we'll finish this, close this report here, yes, and we'll come back to create. So we're going to create a new query in design view. We add that, and what do we need over here? We need company, items, staff. So we can come down here, company, item, and staff, and we look for our criteria where delivery is yes and the words biro and blue appear. So we need delivery is yes, so we'll need delivery, and delivery will have to equal yes. So we type that in, we run our query to check it, and delivery equals yes, but we don't want delivery to show, so we tick this box on the show row so the delivery will not show. And now we need it to say where biro and blue appear. So we look at this, we run this, and we see biro and black, biro and red, and there's biro and blue. So we want biro and blue, so I take this, copy, come back into design view, and I come in here, and that was under item, so I say criteria biro, blue, and then I'm going to put a star. That's called a wildcard. When I do that, it's going to say anything like biro and blue. And when I run it, only where biro and blue appear, and those three fields are showing. So now the order sorts the data into the ascending order of staff and then descending order of company. So first of all we say the ascending order of staff and descending order of company. So in order to get staff to come first, we'll just move the staff field in front of company, and then we should have descending order of staff and then company in alphabetical order. I haven't added the other rows that we're supposed to, so we don't have as much data as we would have. So I save that query. Yes, I'm going to say query, I give it a name like blue biro. I save that query. Now I have to do a heading with this at the top, so I'm going to copy that. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to go to report wizard, and I'm going to base it on this query biro blue, add all of the fields, next, 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 and I'm going to type in my heading at the top. No, that's not correct. That is correct. The heading blue biro is delivered, and I'm going to finish it. I've got my report with the correct heading and just the blue biros sorted appropriately, and once again I need to click on the report, go into the design view, and in the design view I get rid of the page number, come to controls, I look for label, drag a label down here, and you put your name, candidate number, and center. And that's the second one. Now if we look at the mark scheme over here, we've done the day structure, We've done this report. You would highlight this by hand when you print it out. And we've done this report. And those are all the reports in the database. The next one that it's going to ask you to do will be something that you have to export, copy and paste as a table for your integration task, for your Word document that you would have done in the same paper, and also you will copy and paste it into Excel and you'll make a chart. But these 1 table and 2 reports, this is all the database stuff. The next database one, you'll create a query and that will be exported as this, and then I'll show you how to do that in a separate video. Thank you.